this is a question that actually several PhD students or starting assistant professors have asked me. So that's why I'm trying to answer this question. And actually, this is also a question that I was asking myself when I started my PhD. So when I started my PhD, for a very long time, I only worked on one project. And some of the other PhD students in the same program, they worked on multiple projects. So I got actually maybe a little bit nervous, like, okay, shouldn't I also do more projects because I need to have many papers? Or yes, what should I do? And then now I realize actually that having few projects in the beginning is probably, at least for most people, probably the best strategy. So I would not personally be too worried about starting new projects, like the stress to start a new project. Over the years, I realized starting a project is much easier than finishing them. So my advice would be, early in your career, don't do too many projects because you dilute basically your time across many projects. And if you really want to finish a project at good quality, you need to devote a lot of time to that. So my advice would be, start maybe with only one or two projects, not too many, and then try to finish them. Okay. Also, another advice is, if you have to think about which project should I work on, try to work on the one that is furthest in the closest to submission. I think that is also a good strategy that I still apply if I have to choose which projects to choose from to work on. I think later in your career, it becomes much easier to start to work on multiple projects. When you're becoming more senior, then you're working with junior faculty, for instance, or with other PhD students, and then you don't need to do all the work yourself. You don't need to run all the experiments yourself. You don't need to program everything yourself. You give more advice and feedback. You work more maybe on the writing, on the positioning of the work, and then it becomes easier to work on more projects. Obviously, you also get more experience. You know what is expected in the review process. Then it becomes easier to start to work on multiple projects. But at the beginning of the career, I would really recommend junior faculty and also PhD students. Don't do too many projects because it becomes more difficult to get it published in good journals.